Hi, good afternoon everyone. We have here a sample linear Diophantine equation. We have 24x plus 138y equals 18. So we're going to solve for the values of x and y that when these values were substituted to x and y at the same time, that will result or will make this equation equal to 18. So we're going to solve this one using the Euclidean algorithm to check whether the GCD divides 18 because 18 is our C or the constant. After that, if the GCD divides 18, we're going to do the backward Euclidean algorithm. So let's solve this one. First, we're going to write here, we're going to find the GCD of 24 and 138. So, to find the GCD of 24 and 138, we know that we're going to write first the bigger number, which is 138, equals 24, and we're going to find a number that if multiplied to 24, the answer will be equal to 138 or somewhat near to 138, but not greater than 138. So, we can use our calculator to find that number. We divide 138 divided by 24. So, the number which can be multiplied to 24 is 5. And when we multiply 24 by 5, there is still a remainder to make it 138. So, the remainder will be 18. Okay, so 24 times 5 is 120. So, may remainder po tayong 18. So, that's why we write here 18. After that, we're not yet done. We're going to bring down here 24 equals, we're going to use 18 now. So, what we're going to do here is, itong 24, binababa natin papunta dito. At yung 18 naman, binababa natin dyan. So, how many 18 do we have in 24? There's only 1. So, we multiply 1 and 18. And we know if we subtract 18 from 24, the answer is 6. So, that's it. So, now we have 18 times 1 plus 6, which is equal to 24. But we're not yet done. So, we're going to write here again 18. Again. And then, 6 naman dito sa kabila. So, how many 6 do we have in 18? So, we have 3. So, 6 times 3 is 80 now. So, we do not have any remainder. So, we write here 0. Now, we're done. We have solved for the GCD of 24 and 138. So, we write here the GCD of 24 and 138 is equal to what? So, we know that the number above 0, that is your GCD, which is 6. Now, since 6 divides 18, does 6 divides 18? Yes. So, 6 divides 18. Therefore, the equation here, the original equation, has many solutions. So, we write the equation has many solutions. Meaning, we can have various numbers of pairs of x and y that we can substitute to the equation that will result to 18. So, since we know now that there is a possible number, yes, a possible number that can be the value of x and y, we're going to find those numbers. So, how do we find those numbers? We're going to use the backward Euclidean algorithm. So, how? We are going to start from the GCD, which is 6. So, dito mostly nagkakamali. Kasi, hindi alam kung paano yung backward substitution. So, magsisimula po tayo sa 6, which is the GCD. So, start with the GCD. So, asan po yung GCD? Nandito sa linyang to, yung GCD. So, nandyan yung 6. So, dito tayo magsisimula. So, paano ba magiging equal sa 6 yung 24 and 18? So, we're going to subtract it, right? So, 6 will be equal to 24. Ayan yung 24. Magma-minus tayo ng 18 dyan. At kukopyahin lang natin kung ano ang number na kasama nitong mga numbers na to. So, we have 18 times 1. So, kopyahin mo lang yan. Then, yung 24. Okay po. So, we know here, wala naman siyang multiplied by 1, pero pwede nating lagyan ng 24 times 1 dito. Bakit? Kasi 24 times 1 is just 24. And then, mamaya kasi kailangan natin yung kasama ng 24 na yan. Kasi dyan lang tayo mag-multiply. So, 1 po ang 24. So, minus 18 times 1 then. So, that is equal to 6. So, we're done with this line. Now, we're after the next line. So, we have here 138. Our goal is to express itong part na to katulad nitong original na 24 and 138. Dapat lumabas yung 24 and 138. So, sa kasalukuyan, yung 24 pa lang yung napapalabas natin, wala pa yung 138. So, kailangan bumalik tayo dyan. So, what we're going to do is to substitute again naman yung susunod. Ito naman. So, papataas tayo ha, kaya nga tinawag siyang backward. Kasi binabaliktad natin yung Euclidean algorithm. So, now, yung 80 naman, yung papalitan natin. Ano naman yung ipapalit natin sa 18? Ito naman siya. Ano yung magiging equation natin sa 18? 18 will be 138 minus 24 times 5. So, palitan natin ang 18, kopyahin natin yung hindi papalitan, minus yung 18 is papalitan natin, ipasok natin sa bracket, kasi medyo marami siyang numbers na yan. 138 minus 24 times 5, i-bracket ulit natin. May kasama ditong 1, so ilagay natin yung 1 sa dulo. After that, pwede natin itong i-simplify ulit. So, 24 times 1. So, yung 1 na nasa parentheses, pwede natin po itong i-distribute. Okay, so minus, bracket ulit, 138 times 1. And then, ito naman, minus, so, dinidistribute natin yung 1 sa kasama ng 138, okay? So, may isang 138 na tayo dyan. Minus yung 24. Yung 1 times 5 is 5 ulit. Okay. Next, our goal is to remove this from the bracket. So, kailangan mawala yung bracket. So, itong negative na to, multiply lang natin using distribution dito. So, 24 times 1 minus, kasi negative times positive is negative, 138 times 1. Yung negative naman dito, magiging positive 24, kasi positive yan ha, negative times negative, positive, then multiplied by 5. Okay, so gayanan nyo na. 24 times 1 minus 138 times 1 plus 24 times 5. As you can see, meron tayong 24 dito, ito may 24 din. So ito may isang 24, ito may 5 24, parehas sila positive. So bale, mayroon na tayong ilang 24? 6. Okay, so i-add lang natin yon, minus 138 times 1. Okay, is equal to 6. Ayan. So, nakita na ba natin? Parehas na ba tayo sa original? Parehas na. 24 and 138. Pero, ito'y negative, ito'y positive. So, kailangan maging positive to. So, ang gagawin natin, dapat maging positive siya. So, 24 times 6 plus 138. Tapos, ano nang gagawin natin para hindi magbago yung value? So, kailangan itong negative na to, kasi kapag nag-positive tayo dito, tapos positive yung 1, hindi na siya mag-equal sa 6. So, kailangan pala yung negative na yan, maging nandito na siya sa 1. Okay? Para pag minultiply natin, hindi naman nagbago yung value. Okay? Property yan ng multiplication. So, 24 times 6 plus 138 times negative 1. Okay, is equal to 6. Now, equal to 6 lang siya. Hindi siya katulad dito sa equals to 18. So, ang gagawin natin, kailangan mag-equal siya sa 18, di ba? So, i-multiply natin saan? Sa 3. Para itong 6, 80 na siya. Pero, kailangan, pag nag-multiply tayo dyan, mag-multiply din tayo dito. So, 24 times 6 times 3, we have 18. Plus, itong 3 din, dito. So, 138 times negative 3. Okay, so parehas na tayo sa original na equation. Okay, so now, ang kukunin na lang natin is yung possible values of x. So we have here x is equal to, yung formula natin, huwag nating kakalimutan, we have x sub 0 plus b over d times t. Sa y naman, we have y equals y sub 0 minus What is that? Minus A over D times T. So, susundan lang natin itong equation na to. Okay, so, ang x sub 0 natin ay yung kasama ng 24. Diba? Yun yung x natin. At yung y naman natin is kasama ng 138. Sige. So, yung x natin, base dito sa nasolve natin, is 18. So, dito rin medyo nagkakamali yung iba. Kasi, nababaliktad nila. Mababaliktad nyo yan kapag hindi nyo chinek yung original na equation. So, 18 plus, ano ang b natin? Ang b natin, di ba? This is ax plus by equals c. So, ang b ay 138. 138 over, okay, so nag-check ako ng summative. Ang mali nyo ay yung d kasi yung nalagay nyo dito, instead na yung GCD, kasi di ba yung GCD natin is 6. This is your d. So, ang nalagay nila doon ay 9. Doon sa summative. Okay? Pero dito, baka masulat nyo 18. Hindi. C ang 18. Hindi siya D. So, ang D natin ay 6. So, yun ang ilalagay natin dito. Times T. So, eto, pwede nyo tong isimplify. Okay. Common mistake. May nagsulat sa inyo dito na 138 dinivide sa 6 tapos inad sa 18. Take note, may kasama ditong T, yung 138 over 6. So, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-add sa 18. Okay? Magkaiba sila. Hindi sila similar terms. So, ganyan na po yan. Pwede nyong i-divide ulit itong 138 by 6. Tapos, i-simplify nyo. Okay lang yon. So, ito naman sa y. Y is equal to y sub 0 kasama ng b. So, that is negative 3 minus, ano ang a natin? 24 over 6t. So, yan na yung final answer. So, halimbawa, gusto nyong itry ito, maghanap ng x and y, pwede. So, palitan nyo nung t ng 2. So, isolve nyo gamit ito. Tapos, ito naman, solve for y naman. Tapos, yung x and y na nakuha nyo na pair, ay pwede nyong ipalit dito sa original equation. Dapat mag-i-18 yung sagot. Pag 18 ang sagot, tama po yung na-solve natin. So, yun lang po sa linear Diophantine equation. If you have still questions, or if you still have questions, then you can just comment po doon sa GC natin. Pero para naman ma-challenge kayo, I am going to give you a problem to be solved. Okay, sa GC na lang po. Goodbye!